So I'm now here with Craig Davis after a 1-1 draw with Hartley Wintney. Davo, 1-1 away from home against side in and around us. Must be a good point, would you say? How would you assess the game, firstly?
Yeah, I'd say I'm relatively content with the point. I certainly wouldn't have took it this morning, although I probably would have taken us to get a point and nobody around us to better any of our results. Certainly the 4 or 5 teams below us and the 2 or 3 above us. So, it's another week chalked off where we've not had any damage done to us. So didn't play particularly well. But once again, show character, come from behind countless amounts of times. I'd hate to think the amount of points we've picked up with goals late on as well. They're all good signs, really.
And as you said, even though we probably haven't been at our best in the past couple of matches and teams dropping points in and around us, how important is it to keep grinding out those results that we have been recently?
Yeah, it's just it just keeps the momentum going. Wins and points and everything are hard to come by. We've got an incredibly tough run of games coming up, the next 3 games. So it was really important for us to sort of get that few points buffer, because I'm sure, points would be really tough to get in the next few games. Not that we go into any game not fancying it, but if we're realistic, three of the top, or the top two of the top three, and Swindon, who are seventh or whatever, it's going to be tough. But we'll be going into those games full of confidence now. We've picked up 12 points from 6, 7 games, huge at this point of the season. So and we've damaged teams around us. So all of those things are good. But also a positive is that we've done it without playing particularly well the last 2 games. It's just through grit and determination and character to come back from knockbacks and stuff. So yeah, I'm sort of one of those. I'm sort of half happy, half a bit disappointed.
Yeah, and as you said, it was a late goal that got us back level. Bentley with the penalty. How was there ever any doubt that he might potentially miss that penalty? He's our top goal scorer, of course, but such a crucial penalty at such a crucial stage. Was there a bit of doubt there?
I mean, I don't ever doubt him, but I do doubt us with penalties. We've been absolutely atrocious with penalties across the whole of my tenure at Winchester, I think. But yeah, he dispatched it with absolute ease and right in the top corner. So it was a fantastic penalty. You wouldn't want many other people other than him to be stepping up at a crucial moment, and he dispatched it really well.
And as you said earlier, we've picked up 10 points from a possible 15 in our last 5, lifting us up into 16th position, 7 points clear of the drop zone at the moment. You must be delighted with the amount of points that we've picked up in the past few weeks.
Yeah, it's been massive. I think I think people even within the club probably thought we were a bit doomed for a period of time. Not the players, not the staff, none of them. You were close enough to it. You'll know that we've kept ourselves going, and we knew we could turn it around. It's we've done is given ourselves a bit of a chance to stay up. Certainly nothing's done. We're going to need another 2 or 3 wins probably, and at least. And until we get those, we're going to keep pedal to the floor, trying to do what we can. But like I say, next few games are tough, but we're going to go into them, ready to push as hard as we can, see if we can, get something from the games, as we always do.
Of course, and obviously those games against the teams higher up, you're probably not expected to get as many points as we have done in recent weeks. But having played each of the bottom 5 currently now twice in the season already, we haven't lost against any of them. How big is it psychologically in terms of almost telling yourselves that we're better than the people that are below us, and maybe even them thinking it as well?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, what's that? Yate, we've got 4 from. Hendon, we've got 4 from. Hartley, we've got 4 from. Harrow, 2 draws. Northley, 4 from.
Mm-hmm.
So huge, huge, huge dent as well. Big. That word dent. Huge, huge psychological blows, I think, to Yate to score the way that we did. And also, Hartley again today. They knew they had to get a result today. There was no question about it. They needed the 3 points and they were going for it. And they've been really good the last few weeks. They've had some good results. So it wasn't an easy game. League table might suggest that it was going to be an easier game, but look at the fact they drew a Truro last week. We knew it was going to be tough, and I think hopefully that late equaliser will have will have harmed them a little bit. Not that I want them to go down. They're a good club, nice people, but we've got to be ruthless and selfish at the moment, and we want to make sure we're above the line come the end of the season. And if it falls on nice clubs like Hartley to be below it, then so be it. But psychologically, it's massive to get results like like we have been against these sides for sure.
And of course, it's always nice to get a scalp against the bigger boys in this league. But how happy are you with the players that they're really standing up and fighting for the badge in these matches that matter most?
That's never in doubt. One of the best groups of lads you could ever wish to manage. That's credit to the staff in terms of how they keep them going even when times are tough. But biggest credit is to the lads. They're a smashing group. And I couldn't wish for a better group of people. Lads even that are out of the team or out of the squad or on the bench. They're so as with it as everybody else, wishing everyone well. And there's no bad eggs, and that's big. You see squads around the country where you think, oh no, they've got one or two bad eggs in there, and we can't afford to have one. We've got to make up for the what we're lacking in other areas by good preparation, a good spirit, and good structure, and that's what we'll have to keep doing. We just got to keep going for the last 10 games, and we'll have one hell of a party at the end of the season if we manage to stay up, that's for sure.
And of course, there's a bit of a break now until the next game, a rare full week of preparation until we face Swindon next Saturday. What are the plans for the week to get the team prepared for that game?
Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, it's been relentless, to be fair. Quite a few need a recovery, so we're going to be training hard, but we'll also be recovering a few that need to be recovered. And then we'll be preparing for Swindon next week. Swindon are a good team, but you've only got to look how we performed against Poole 10 days ago, and they've gone on and won. So they won today as well. They're against Bracknell. They beat was it Truro in the week. They're flying. So if we can perform like we did against them, I know we lost, but there's no way in the world we deserve to lose. If we play like that against them, then who knows? In the next 3 games, they're not all they're not invincible. So we're just gonna have to prepare well. As I said, recover who we need to recover, and then plot how we're going to get something from that game.
And yeah, David, just one final word then on the travelling supporters that keep following us.
Absolutely first class. I always say we've not got the biggest support, but it's growing constantly. They're always positive, shouting and singing and making noise and roaring us on. I'm so chuffed for them, and as I said, I'm desperate for us to get to that point where we know we're safe. It's a lot of work, but to get safe, if we can do that, they'll be as responsible as the players for ensuring we do that. So big thanks to them. We're going to need them again. 10 more to go, and let's do it together.
Perfect, David. Thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, mate.